Hello and welcome to McDuffie Minute, the podcast that covers everything you need to know about McDuffie County's governments, from Thomson to Dearing, the county government, the school system, and all points between. I'm your host, Christopher Wells.
And I'm Jason Smith, and today it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. On this episode of the McDuffie Minute, we're going to be talking about the various events coming up in downtown Thomson, Dearing, McDuffie County that celebrate our Christmas season. Various people are going to be coming in and talking about tree lightings and snow and parades and everything else. We look forward to hearing from them and hope you have a wonderful Christmas season and take advantage of some of these events and really get involved in our community. But before we start talking about any of our holiday excitement, I know, Chris, you've got some exciting news coming out of the Board of Education.
That is correct. We just got the award from Cognia. It says we are a system of distinction. We were one of 38 school systems in the entire world that got this award this year because of our accreditation. So yeah, we're very excited about that. We've been putting the news out on our website. The news media has been covering it. We've got a video that you can watch. It's on our Facebook page, on our YouTube page, and on our Instagram account as well. It just tells a little bit about the award and how we went about doing the accreditation, all the things, the steps that we're taking to make sure that education here in McDuffie County is top notch.
Well, putting on my reporter hat then for a minute, as a school parent, why does it matter to me?
Yeah, so this is an independent group that comes in and really audits everything that we do, education-wise, processes and procedures, all that sort of thing. And they interview parents, students, board members, staff, and find out all of the steps that we're taking to make education as good as we can in this community. And they found that, like we've been saying, there's 31 standards that they have, and we rated the highest that you can possibly rate on 30 of them and got the second highest on the one we didn't get the highest on. So it just means that there's other people that know what education means and how to do it right, and they've come in and validated everything that we're doing here in McDuffie County.
Awesome. And I know that, everything that we do is a work in progress, but it's good to see that validation, as you said, of, when you're in the weeds sometimes, right, that validation's nice to see.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, well, thanks for letting me get that out there and on this platform, Jason. I appreciate that. But what we're here for today is to talk about some Christmas things. So these events that are going on, we want to make sure everybody knows about them and can get out to them and participate. And the first one we're going to talk about is the Thomson tree lighting. I know that you've been involved with that. Yeah. So can you tell us a little bit about what's going on with Thomson tree lighting?
Sure. And let me, on all of these things, we're going to be talking about several events today. You can follow the county and city Facebook pages. We're going to have notices on there and reminders of when things are coming up. And there should be what we call a one sheet, a single page listing of the main events that are coming up. And we really want, trying to make things, the chaotic calendar of Christmas, right, as simple as possible. So for the tree lighting, that's been a tradition as long as I can remember. I know growing up, and then certainly when in our McDuffie Mirror days, we were always there, and it was downtown, and takes advantage of the wonderful downtown area that we have. And this year will be no different. We've got some different things coming up this year, though. The tree lighting is going to be Thursday, December 1st, starting at 5 p.m., right down here by the depot. Of course, as usual, Santa's going to be joining us. And I know that one of the great things about our community is our ability to work together with, the city, the county, the school system. And Chris, I know we've partnered with y'all to bring in. Tell me what we're bringing in. I know we've talked about it. I know we've got some performances coming up.
So we've got kids from Norris Elementary, 4th and 5th graders that are going to be there to sing a couple of Christmas songs. And we also this year are going to bring in the Bulldog players from Thomson High School that this year are actually doing a Christmas show, Elf the Musical, and they're going to be doing some music from that. That's turned into one of the biggest Christmas movies, I think, of all time, up there with Christmas Story. It's one of everybody's favorites. Yeah. So we're going to get to see our kids from our community doing some songs from that musical version of the movie. And I think it's going to be a great time. Wesley Walker, who's in charge of the drama program at the high school, he's really excited about this and getting the musical out there and maybe whetting some people's appetite to go and actually see the musical at the high school auditorium.
You mentioned that they're going to be performing this for the community at the high school. Can you tell me when those dates are?
Yeah, those are December 9th and December 10th. The performance on the 9th is going to be 7:30 p.m. and the 10th is going to be 3 p.m.
And for more information, they can visit.
They can go to bulldogplayers.org is their website, and you can find out all the information you want to right there.
Awesome. And then I know one more thing we've got that we've tried to keep as under wraps as we can for the tree lighting is snow. And that was one of those things that when it came up this year, we were all kind of like, okay, sure. But we're going to make it happen. We're going to do snow at the tree lighting, and Debbie Jones from the Chamber is going to talk to us a little bit later. They've got some snow events. The snow is, we bought some snow machines. Thanks to the gracious donation of some businesses. Debbie's going to address this in depth later. But we're going to unveil it that night at the tree lighting. And I'm really excited about getting this event back to being a real, true community tradition that people look forward to every year, and every year is just a little bit different, and we do something a little bit different. Yeah. This year, a little bit different is going to be snow.
Yeah, we're going to see some snow, but leave your sleds at home.
That's right. Yeah, please leave your sleds at home. We're not sure what happens when the snow hits the ground. It's all safe and non-toxic. I've confirmed all that, right. But I don't know if I don't think it's going to accumulate. Now, moving ahead a little bit from Thomson, that's on Thursday night, December 1st. The next night in Dearing, the Dearing tree lighting is happening down at the walking track, and we're bringing on Dearing Mayor Sean Kelly to talk about it. Sean's done this event forever, and he's the best man to talk about it.
The mayor of Dearing, Sean Kelly, joining us now to talk a little bit about the tree lighting that's going to take place at Dearing. So tell us a little bit about what's going on, what can we expect, what time to be there, and that sort of thing.
All right. Yeah, that's real easy to handle. Friday, December the 2nd, we usually get started right around 6 o'clock. I like to get going by 6 o'clock. We try to have everything done within about 45 minutes to an hour at the longest. We like to get it done pretty quick. We've got several different groups of musical entertainments. We've got some singing. We've got some instrument playing this year. Like always, free hot chocolate, free cookies, first come, first serve till we run out. And then, we think we have a very special guest coming from up north. We've got him scheduled, so we'll see how that works. And we hope, once again, to have a fancy ride for him to come in just like we always do. We look for a good crowd, and rain or shine, if it rains, we'll go in the gym. It's a very informal evening, very casual, enjoyable, and really set up for the kids to come out and have a good time.
So can you tell us a little bit about where people are going to need to park? Because I know there's limited parking around the RISA building, the old Dearing Elementary School, that park there. Can you tell us where people need to go for that?
Well, the way we've structured it now, back in the day when we had everybody at elementary school singing, we were having humongous crowds, way more than what we were comfortable handling. So we've still invited, I think we actually have an ensemble from Thomson High School coming and some local churches. So the crowds have gone from, 500-600, and we've got it down to a real manageable size now, probably 200 to 300 people. So there is now enough parking around the walking track area. And also, there's parking on both sides of the old school and around the gym and behind it. We're asking people not to park along the highway, which last year we didn't have any trouble with that. The crowd's a whole lot more manageable, and it's just a little bit easier to deal with. But that's how you'll be working out the parking situation.
You know anything about the snow? It might snow that night. Can you tell us anything?
I've heard that rumor too, so we'll see. Hopefully there's going to be snow, so we'll see it. We've had it before, so you never know. It might happen again.
All right, sounds good. So if anybody wants to help volunteer with this, how would they get in touch with you, and what sort of things are you looking for?
We always need volunteers like everybody does. You can call City Hall, leave a message, say you want to be involved that way. You can call my office, and you can obviously email us. But mainly, it's such a very simple evening that the biggest thing we're looking for is some people to help with crowd control more than anything. So that having been said, if they can show up about 4:30 at the track, it's very simple. It's just a matter of trying to manage people. Sometimes people get in a little bit of hurry and wanting to see Santa or get some cookies and whatnot. So it's really more not really about the setup, because we really don't do a whole lot on setup. We have the stage and we have the sound, we handle all that, but it's more to help with, especially like with seniors and handicapped folks that may need some assistance getting onto the track area to see the musical entertainment. That's what we're looking for.
Well, thank you much for joining us here today on the podcast. Maybe we'll see you again next time.
Well, you're going to see me for at least 3 more years anyway.
Sounds good. Thanks.
No, thank y'all. Appreciate it.
So as we're moving into the holidays, one of the things that, here in Thomson and McDuffie County, we always talk about is if we're going to get snow. And I know that, believe it or not, in 1972, there was a big snowstorm, and I was born in 73, and that's all I'll say about that. But we hadn't had a good snowstorm in a while, but thanks to our Thomson McDuffie Chamber of Commerce and some really good local sponsors, we have 100% chance of snow on Thursdays in December.
All right.
I'm welcoming Debbie Jones here.
Hey.
She's our executive director for the chamber, and she'll tell you all about it. And Debbie, it starts December 1st, and what are we looking at?
So, again, we are so excited about the snow parties that we're going to have. We've been hearing about Washington, Georgia having snow on their square, and we've been hearing about other communities that were able to do it, and we felt like our community deserves something like this. We're getting a lot of traction in our downtown of people wanting to come down and shop and dine. And so why not create a festive atmosphere with snow flurries? So we reached out to some businesses, Two State Construction and GMAS and Piedmont McDuffie. So thankful. I mean, they didn't bat an eyelash. They contributed. They saw that we were really wanting to make this happen for our community. And so we're very thankful for them for being able to provide us with the necessary funds to purchase the machines for the snow events. So we're excited about it. First one's going to be at the Thomson tree lighting on December 1st.
That's right.
5 to 7 p.m., right?
Yes, that's exactly right. Yep.
So what we're going to do is we're going to kick it off with a ribbon cutting with our contributors, and then you'll start to see some little snow flurries throughout the evening.
That's right. And I know, it's business partners like that really make things work. And I know y'all are moving on December 8th. Some of the merchants in Knox Shopping Center have gotten together and turned it into their own little Whoville. The snow front's going to move northward a little bit up Main Street to, I always wanted to be a weatherman for the record.
Yeah.
Moving northward a little bit, pushing northward to Knox Shopping Center. So on the 8th, we'll be doing snow flurries up there. And then the winds will shift back southwest. And there's a little park between the movie theater and
Fernandez. Yeah, it's a little pocket park.
Mm-hmm. And the little pocket park there that has lights run across it, a beautiful little area. We're going to set up there on the 15th, and on the 22nd, the front returns to the depot, and we're going to wrap up the Christmas season snow time at the depot. And of course, because it's a chamber thing and they're great support of everything in McDuffie County, we'll be taking it out to Dearing, and you'll probably see some snow pop up at some other areas too as the season rolls along.
Yeah, we don't want to just do these events that are downtown. We felt like this is a really cool idea to incorporate snow in some of the events out in the county. So we're really excited to be able to share it with the citizens of Dearing. So be on the lookout at their tree lighting for that. But when you're thinking about getting the perfect family picture,
That's right.
Take this opportunity. We're going to try and have some backdrops at some of the parties. So if you want to come and bring your camera, if you want to use your iPhone or whatever phone you have, take this opportunity, take a picture, and put this on a card and send to your relatives. So.
Well, I know at the tree lighting, we're going to have a full area set up with Santa and everything.
Yeah.
And our hope and our plan is to set it up so that we're getting it right where the snow falls. And I know I was involved a little bit on the front side of this, and you go to some communities and you see these little snow machines that are essentially, for the geek side of things, they're repurposed fog machines like you see, in nightclubs and that kind of thing. They use fog machines. Well, that's not what this is. These things are sitting in my office downstairs right now and taking up some space.
So we're going to need to bring our gloves. And
no, it's not cold, but it's powerful.
Okay.
It gives you the effect.
The company that we bought these from was great to start with, but doing a little research on them, they're a major supplier for these companies that do national concert tours. So there are some national artists who, when they have snow at their concerts, they use machines like this, and they're not your standard run-of-the-mill little snow machines. These things should be able to, put out some real flakes. So we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, one of the things when we were talking about bringing snow to our downtown area, we have a committee at the chamber, our Shop Local committee. And so it's a group of small business owners that got together, and they really came up with this idea. Mm-hmm. And they felt like if we're going to do this, we're going to do it right. We don't want to just get some rinky-dink snow machines like you just talked about. We really, we reached out to those businesses that could help us in purchasing the right quality snow machines that we felt like would make an impact.
And basically what we discovered was, the smaller ones will work, they'd be fine, but we didn't want to just be fine.
No.
We wanted something that was going to last a while and actually, really put out some flakes, and something that was also easily portable and usable. Yeah. And so that's what we got. And
and tell them about the smell.
Oh yeah. It's, so as we were talking to the company, they're like, oh, by the way, you can make your snow smell, and how can you pass that idea up?
I know.
So I think what we got was the peppermint smell, and if it works really well, I'm going to order a thing of Christmas tree smell. So
the peppermint's going to smell just like Christmas.
Well, the other one's Christmas tree, so it's kind of a balance. And I'll tell you this, I opened one of the bottles to sample it, and it's really strong.
Yeah.
So it is truly concentrated. I got it on my fingers for like 3 days. It was good. It was fine. I didn't smell anything else but peppermint. So
yeah.
But what I like about that committee, and I've sat down with that committee some, is it's not just downtown. And, we're putting a lot of focus on downtown. We're, aside from all this, we're working on a couple of grants for downtown, and there's some development in downtown that's going on. And, we've always had that kind of downtown thought, and we're really putting an emphasis there. But as a bigger picture, we want to take care of our whole community. We want our whole community to grow. And so I know that committee is made up of businesses who are in downtown, who are not in downtown. They're out in Dearing, they're out by the interstate. And they're all coming together to come up with ways to make the community better. And the snow was one of those, and it just kind of dovetailed really well with everything that we're doing.
Yep. And the thing is you hit the nail on the head. We started out focusing on our downtown area because it is the heart of the community.
Of course.
But we do have several businesses that benefit from all the traction that comes through Thomson. And so, we started in downtown, but we're branching out and creating some activities. Should I mention anything about our ladies' night that recently happened?
Well, and that was that's a good example that, y'all had the ladies' night that was focused on downtown. It started at the depot, and it went out all the way out to Bordeaux and hit a couple of businesses in between, and had a great turnout. Had a bunch of people enjoying it, going in and out of businesses, and for a first-time event, I think surprised a lot of us.
I thought it was great. So, the businesses are really just getting excited about this Christmas season. If you'll go down there, you'll see a lot of decorations, a lot of window artwork. It's just getting exciting. I love to see it. I had a compliment on our Chamber Facebook page from someone, and I'm not going to name her name, but she's so wonderful. And she wrote on there that when they went through one of our events last week, she said she felt like they were going through a Hallmark movie. And if that's not the best compliment, I don't know what is.
When we first started talking about all this, and, this is my first year back and doing a lot of these events, and that was one of the things one of my goals, you and I talked about it, was getting back to that small town Christmas nature. For some reason, I had from A Christmas Story where they go look at the little tree lot downtown.
Yes.
Before that, but before the soap in the mouth. But that little time where he's walking through, and they're with the family, and they're looking at this, and they're looking in the front of stores and all that. Those are the kind of things that I kind of had in mind, and I think we're well on the way to doing that. I think in the future.
That was what the group had in mind. Yeah. So we're all kind of on the same page as what we see for our little small community. We're not trying to be things that are our neighbors of what they're putting on. We're doing what is really so quaint for our area.
Yeah, we're trying to be McDuffie County, and that's what we are.
That's what we are.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give us the date and times again for those events.
So the first one is December 1st, and that is the tree lighting downtown. And that is they all start 5 to 7.
Okay.
And then the next one will be December 8th, and that's in the Knox Shopping Center. And each one, of course, has a theme. I know the one on December 8th is going to be Whoville. And if you've gone through the Knox Shopping Center, you'll see the artwork on the windows of the businesses there. And there may be some characters from Whoville on there. So
very nice.
Just be on the lookout so your kids can have their picture taken with maybe the Grinch. December 15th is going to be in that pocket park right next to Fernanda's. And then our last one will be at the Depot on December 22nd.
Okay.
And I know you mentioned the artwork on the windows. I know y'all are having a window contest, too, that we're going to announce right around the time of the tree lighting, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere along in there.
Yeah, we've kind of pushed the date on that so many times because this is something else that's a little bit new. But we will have a winner of the window contest on December 1st. But we are going to do a People's Choice. And the People's Choice Award will be carried out on Facebook. So we will go ahead and put the pictures out on December 1st for the community to vote on whatever their favorite is. And we don't have a deadline for the winner of that one, but we'll post that soon.
Awesome. All right. And while I'm thinking about it, I know I got an email from you today about your passports.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Okay. So we have little shopping passports for the Christmas season. We've already got cards sent out to most of the businesses. You go and you purchase an item from that participating business and get their signature. If you fill up the card with 9 signatures, then you can get entered into a drawing for one big, huge prize. And we'll list that prize on our website. We're still working on the actual drawing prize, but it's going to be a big one. So just be on the lookout. But you could stop by the chamber, but you can also stop by any of our retail businesses that are participating and just pick up a card. You can do multiple cards. If you fill up one, go get another one. But yes, definitely get those filled out, and you just might be a winner of a special Christmas prize.
All right. That's awesome.
Cool.
Well, Debbie, thank you for joining us today.
You.
Well, I do want to say you're the first person who's been on our show twice.
That's right.
So congratulations.
Yay.
We've only had 5 episodes so far.
Do I get a prize?
Yeah, you get a prize. Thanks.
Yeah.
You get snow.
Praise and admiration. Move on.
Well, thank you guys. Y'all are doing a great job.
Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you for being here. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
So joining us now is Bill Hopkins from Caldwell Banker. He and his team are in charge of the annual Thomson Christmas Parade. It's coming up on December 11th. It starts at 2 p.m. And Bill, I know y'all are still looking for people to join, applicants, that kind of thing. So start telling us all about it.
All right, here we go again. We had a very good, successful year last year. It was something we talked about. As you remember, we were coming out of the COVID cloud for 2 years. We didn't have a parade. So we took it upon ourselves. Let's put a parade together. Let's give back to the community, and that's what we try to do in our job. Being in real estate and being here for 16 years, we've developed a great team. Tina Story is my working partner, and we have an assistant, Lisa Land, and both are local to the area. I've been here about 27 years. Back to the parade, we decided our give back to the community last year was going to be the Christmas parade. It's one of the highlights of the year I remember in my time being in Thomson. And as a child, it was always mesmerizing to see the real Santa Claus come through the parade. So we got it going last year, and we reached out to a lot of people. And it turned out to be better than expected success. We had a lot of volunteer people that came to work, and we had a lot of participation, even far more than we we had anticipated.
Mm-hmm. So I know last year I was there, a lot of diverse entrants from cars to large trucks, large floats, bands, that sort of thing. And it was good to see, as you said, coming out of COVID. Now I know this year, if people want to join this year, where can they find y'all? How can they hook up with y'all to get their application?
Okay, as you know, the world lives on email. So I'd give you my email address, but it'll take about an hour. But it's my name, Bill Hopkins at CB, like Caldwell Banker, watsonandknox.com. Send me that email. You can text me, 706-267-7004. And we can send you a digital copy of an application that I think Jason right here created for us on a PDF document. We can send you a static document. You can fill it out and get it back to us. We've got some various prices. We hate to put money on entry, but it's not much, and it goes to a good cause. So it goes to next year's parade.
Making sure it's done right.
There's a lot of money in candy because we're going to throw hundreds of pounds of candy out.
Well, that's what I'm there for, is the candy. And I know it's also available. Y'all have a Facebook group that anybody can find. Just search for Thomson McDuffie Annual Parade.
We do.
And it's there, and I know the application's there too, so you can find it there. Now, y'all don't have really any big restrictions on things. You've got some rules like, throwing candy safely and all that, but you pretty much will take anybody that'll come in, right?
If you want to show off your business, it's the perfect time. If you make your income from our community, guess what? This is probably the biggest event you're going to see, and get you a float out there showing off your company. As far as restrictions, we don't have a great deal of them, but music, we do want you to play your music of a Christmas choice.
Sure. Makes sense.
Yeah, it's Christmas time. Let's keep it clean, keep it cool. Since I was a child, music choice has changed. Lyrics you hear now are not the lyrics I heard when I was a kid, and we like to keep it. It's a kid's parade.
Some of those may get you on the naughty list now.
That's right. We don't need that.
Somebody had told me that you guys were going to have an announcer. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
We will have two announcers.
Okay.
Ashley Morey has agreed to announce. She's done this several times. I actually announced with her 1 year back before the COVID. Might have been our last parade. And now Chase Beggs has agreed to announce as they come by. We try to coordinate that as good as we can to allow him to speak on everybody's behalf, but it gets confusion.
Absolutely.
And creative chaos.
Now, that's going to be streamed on WTHO, right?
Correct.
Mike Wall's good enough to broadcast that for us.
Yes, and Trent Henderson is going to put our technology together to make that happen.
I know y'all are selecting, best float and all that sort of thing. That'll come out, I'm sure, in local media and Facebook in the weeks after. And
that's right.
We look forward to it.
Well, we can't wait. Safety is of utmost concern. If I had to say one last thing, bring your children. Keep an eye on your children. If they're anything like me, they would die for a piece of candy, and we don't want that. We've instructed people, if you're throwing candy, to throw it to the sidewalk. Get it over there, but do watch your children. They're looking for Santa Claus. They're not looking out for everything else.
That's right. I know our partners at the Thompson Police Department are going to be out there watching the kids and keeping a good eye on everything. Chief
Courtney Gale is great at coordinating this and does a great job keeping us safe. Once the parade is over, we still have a lot of safety to consider because the crowd has to disperse, get back to their cars, and leave the immediate downtown to wherever they may be going.
Absolutely.
Right. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you, Bill.
Thank you all, and we look forward to participation from anybody that wants to participate. Your car clubs, if you want to ride horses, bring them on. I'm bringing my pooper scooper to follow the horses, and
his name's Lucas, right? Your pooper scooper's name's Lucas.
Yeah, that's my son, Lucas. we may give him a shovel and let him be the follow-up man. Unless Kenneth Ursher, our mayor, would like to do that. He really likes that.
I think that's one of the reasons they hired me, is to handle those kind of things.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, come see it and have fun, laugh, bring your kids, get some candy, and just have a grand old time. It's Christmas.
Absolutely. Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you to our listeners for logging on and tuning in. So that's it for this Christmas edition of McDuffie Minute. Come back next time for more ways you can help make your community a reflection of you.
And when you get a chance, take a minute and learn about McDuffie. And during this holiday season, remember, he's got a list and he's checking it twice. Ho, ho, ho!